I've wanted to review this game ever since my first gaming channel in 2009. In the spirit of Halloween today, I would like to thank everybody who's decided to tune in today to watch a review of a game that is very close to my heart. With a new spin on the franchise, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is a horrific but wonderful game that players and Zelda fans are certain to enjoy. Following the events of Ocarina of Time, Link sets off on an epic adventure in the land of Termina. He encounters a new enemy, a Skull Kid that harnesses the power of an ancient evil mask called Majora's Mask. The Happy Mask salesman from Ocarina of Time makes an appearance, asking Link to get it back for him. It's not an easy task though. Link has to get it back in 72 hours, 3 days before the moon falls and destroys the Earth. Majora's Mask sets a mesmerizing and much darker tone than Ocarina of Time. We have the same great graphics, but more shadow has been added to the in-game environments, the character models, and even the interface icons for that right touch of darkness that this game calls for. The frame rate slows down occasionally, and on Virtual Console, some of the lights and flames have lost their color and light intensity. Fortunately, they do not really get in the way of the overall game experience. The range of characters has expanded from Ocarina of Time. Some have been recycled and reimagined for Majora's Mask, such as the Kuko lady returning as Anju, the head of the Stockpot Inn in Clocktown. Others are introduced for the first time in the Zelda franchise and shine right off the bat. Each member of the Deku Palace and the Indiegogo Zora Band, for example, are simply incredible with distinct personalities to match their distinct and colorful character designs. The sound and music are excellent. Some of the magical melodies Link played on his ocarina return in Majora's Mask, but the Song of Time now lets players save their game progress and return to the first day whenever they want, but at the cost of losing all their stock items and rupees. There is a nice and convenient feature though, that lets you deposit your rupees in the Clocktown Bank, then withdraw them whenever you want. Most of the game's score and melodies are brand new, yet they still feel like they've always belonged with the Zelda franchise, from similar instrumentations to quoting the Zelda theme song and the Termina Overworld theme. I especially like how the title mask's eerie melody is implemented into the background music in each of the 4 outer areas of Termina. Listen. The game plays out very similarly to Ocarina of Time. The combat, targeting, and item systems have been left untouched, and they still sit very well with the player. In exchange, there are only 4 dungeons plus 1 final level to defeat instead of 9. Plus, sword and shield upgrades are not interchangeable, but permanent. Each of the dungeons has a unique level design and its own amazing set of puzzles to solve, including new ones centered around 3 particular masks and special items found in each dungeon. Navigating these dungeons require precision and timing, not to mention patience if you do not solve a puzzle right away. The boss and mini-boss battles are designed very well. The Woodfall Temple boss can attack like crazy and spew out a whole army of butterflies to attack Link, while the Snowhead Temple boss can run almost endlessly while throwing rocks and bombs at Link to slow him down. A younger opponent returns from Ocarina of Time. Riding on horseback to explore Termina is just as fun as it was to explore Hyrule. A new quick way to navigate is with the owl statues. Strike one with your sword, and you can use it both as a save point and warp point by playing the Song of Soaring. One core mechanic of Majora's Mask is time. Hours on the in-game clock pass by as real-world minutes. Events occur at certain times and are triggered depending on your in-game actions. The idea that you have so much on your hands between attending these events and fighting off monsters adds to the fun of this game. The other core mechanic involves masks, each with a different power effect when worn. The 24 masks Link can collect and wear play a big role in this game. 3 of them are transformation masks that the game heavily focuses on, and give Link amazing new perspectives to view the in-game world. The Deku mask transforms Link into his first non-human form, Deku Link, allowing him to hop across water, shoot magic-powered bubbles, and use Deku flowers to fly and drop Deku nuts like air bombs. The Goron mask transforms Link into the buff and mighty Goron Link, who can handle heavier objects, dish out slow but stronger punches, and roll at high speeds to cross gaps and mow down enemies in his path. The Zora mask turns him into the hip Zora Link, who is just as quick and agile as human Link. He can also fling his fins like twin boomerangs, walk underwater, and swim smoothly and seamlessly throughout bodies of water. The main quest of Majora's Mask is pretty lengthy, but provides a good amount of hours of replay value. You can find stray fairies in each temple, then return all 15 of them to the Great Fairy in that region to get Link upgrades. There are also plenty of minigames to try out, as well as a lot of side quests to complete. 20 of these side quests come from 20 particular people as noted in your Bomber's Notebook. And of course, if you're feeling adventurous, exploring the four corners of Termina may lead you to areas you may not have discovered yet. This is one of the best Zelda games of all time. While keeping some of what made Ocarina of Time a masterpiece, this game puts an imaginative spin on it. People say that it's not as good as its predecessor, but it is a masterpiece to me. It's my favorite Nintendo 64 game and favorite video game of all time. I bought it, I played it, and beat it, and you should too. And that's why The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, rated E for cartoon violence, gets a phenomenal 10 out of 10.